and welcome back to another video. And today quite an interesting day today. It's a bit of a quiet day today, to be honest with you. I've got 2 drops for eyes to do. I'm off to, I can't remember where I'm off to. I'm off to DHL, that will be the first one, and then I'm off to somewhere called BRP in Pontefract, and that's it. That's all I've got today. So I said to him, what? He was like, yeah, he said, mate, he said, bit quiet, that's fine. Driving out all the WS working, I can have a lot of late finishes. I'm not bothered. I still should be able to get the hours I want out of it, so I'm quite cool with that. So yeah, it was really nice to finally go home last night, and as you can see in the previous video, we don't make it home. It was really nice. I went home, and me and the girlfriend went out for a nice meal, and then we went watching the Ice Cream Man, I think it was called. That's all I'm going to say about that matter. So yeah, so again, I would like to say a massive thank you. My video dropped just yesterday because this is a Wednesday. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I always drop a video Tuesday and Thursday. Keep getting asked that a lot. Tuesday, Thursday. I've only ever had it once where it was Friday, and I'm like, oh god, and that was only because I don't upload the same video twice. If you know, you know. So as of last week, you would have saw I'm putting hashtags in the title now, and the reason being is I'm just trying to reach more broader horizons. It's nothing against no one out like that. I mean, it's just I'm just trying to work with YouTube the best I can, because obviously it only benefits you if my channel goes a little bit more bingy or better. So yeah, so today I'm also back out in my old friend that I slept in, LFE. I quite like this truck. I don't know what it is, I just do like this truck. It's what you need is what you need is what you get. That's what I always say, and I like it. It's in good nick. It's not even moved an inch since the minute I've had it. So yeah, other than that, that's good. So today, like I said, today should be fun. I mean, I don't know how to make the hours up, like because obviously I started at R7 this morning, so technically I don't want to finish till about R6. So in that area tonight, I'm going to make that work. Don't know just yet, but we'll make it work, I promise. So yes, I hope everyone's well, and I hope everyone is ready for this adventure. I have to apologise for Tuesday's video, as it was nearly an hour long, and that Tuesday when I was looking at it, I thought, can I remove something? And I thought, yeah, I could do. And I thought, do you know what, just release it. So anyways, thank you so much for everyone who is watching the channel, and let's stop waffling and let's go and do some work. Let's go. So there is a question I do keep getting asked, is how many trailers does Heinz actually have with the branded? I can't answer that question, truthfully I can't. I'm trying, I mean, I've only been here roughly about 9-10 weeks now. I am writing them all down without access to the computer. I think there's roughly about 20. We have the beans, you have the ketchup, and there is a soup one just at the bottom. You can normally tell with the slogan at the sign, because obviously with beans, you're eating, it says it has to be bean, it has to be toast, beans on toast. And I've obviously, this is the ketchup one, as you can tell. There's a swirl of ketchup at the back, I like the beans one the most. But and then it says it has to be fries, obviously ketchup fries, and the soup one, it has to be bread. So toast, bread, chips. To me personally, I am a massive fan of this beans one. I absolutely love that trailer. When I've got it on, I always go beans. It's all I ever think about when I'm pulling it, and I really do like that one. And maybe once I've gone for the ketchup and the soup, because they near enough look the same. To me, I would have gone for the mayo. There's loads of variants I maybe would have done, but I don't know. I didn't design these trailers, but I do think they look spectacular. They look the part. I mean, look at them both parts side by side with my ugly mug being in it. They look spectacular. But I really do like the beans one, and it just stands out pure. I think it looks quite cool. I think it does anyway. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? Beans, soup or ketchup for the trailers? Me personally, I think it's got to be beans. I haven't got access to a picture of the ketchup one, I don't think, at the side of me. What I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks when I've got all these black today, I'll have this one on today. I'm going to take a picture of it sideways. And when the next time I have the beans one, I'm going to take a picture of it sideways, and the one with the soup as well. And I'm going to put all 3 on social media, and I'm going to ask you, which do you prefer? Sorry, but I'm still a massive fan of that one. So I'm all locked and loaded. I've checked all the trailer, my registration plates at the back. I'm very, very happy with this. It's in good nick. I tell you what, the trailers are just so well maintained, and that's the way it should always be. But yeah, I'm quite happy. And let's get over to the NHS. Due at 11:15. The seller says I'll be there for about 10:30, so I've got a bit of time to play with. Go see what I can get up to. Where can I add a 44-ton truck? Have I got a big enough blanket? And here we are now as we approach the first drop. You can see there, Normanton. Might be saying that wrong. I'll hear about it in the comments. But yeah, so we're here now approaching the DHL NHS site, which apparently is just at the side of Asda. So this should be a nice, simple in and out. It's only 5 pallets this. I'm not due here till 11:15. It's 11:15. Speeding? Am I speeding? I don't understand it. But yeah, so we're here a little bit earlier than I thought. What? Tell me I went over a line? I don't think so. But yeah, so it's just around the corner here. You can see the Aeroball factory there, just in the background. If that's come through, it was an amber as I came through the lights, so it should be fine. But yeah, so this I'm thinking this one will be. I think I'll be here in and out in this one. I'll say about half hour. I'll take it from that. So yeah, so like I said, we just follow it now for the industrial estates. As you can see the sign, so the outside lane is what I want. We'll go round. We'll present this. And like I said, I was due at 11:15. It's because it's 11:45 is the time I'm going to be arriving here. Apparently it's just when I go on to the estate in a minute, it's literally right there in front of me. I can actually see the building from here actually. I've been told it's the first one. So we're just going to go in and say, hello, I got a delivery, take it. And then we'll obviously make our way over to the second one, which I think is a Booker's. But I won't know until I'm there. They've got a lot more pallets than the DHL site. So let's just see what happens when I get up here. Let's get it into the site. You have to excuse the window, it is looking a little bit grubby. Due to the nature being, a lot of people are sticking sat-navs there. Even though I've been told by, I could have sworn that it was a law now to have it on your right hand side so it's not obscuring your view. Oh God. I'll tell you what, there we go. Let's go up here, and apparently this site is on my left hand side, sorry. Apparently it's this first one. It says NHS in there, so do you know what, let's go and present ourselves. Yeah, this is the NHS site that I want, run by DHL. We'll go in here and we'll go in there. And we'll start talking to people. I'm on shore now. I think I'm going to stop here and just go and talk to the gatehouse if there's anyone here. If not, we'll make our way into the site. So we've just arrived here now at DHL's NHS site here. Don't seem like, don't take this wrong way, no, but it doesn't seem like a very professional outfit. I've arrived here at 2:15. It's 30 minutes before the booking time. The security guy was all over his phone. He's like, yeah, what time are you booking for, mate? I said, I know it's due at 2:15. It's 2:45. I apologise, I'm a little bit early. Do you know, just trying to show a good hand of faith. And he went, oh, so he radioed through. They were like, what time did you do? He went, at 2:15. And they went, oh, go and park him up at yard then. I've no empty bays. I'm going to show you in a minute that there's only 2 trucks on about 5, just on 10 bays. But I will show you in a minute. One's just coming off now. Someone did approach the truck and said they're just waiting for move some stock, which is fine. I respect all that because I'm a little bit early anyway. So I'm not bothered, I can have a nap now. So, you know, getting old now, so it's time for naps. The grey hair does reflect on this. It's just, you know what I mean, I just think it's a little bit rude when you arrive and someone's on the phone. I understand you're going to say, well, people are allowed to have phone calls. I respect all that, but I just still think it's rude. If I turned up and I was on my mobile phone going, yeah, mate, can I book in with you? I think he'd call me rude. So, you get what I'm trying to say? I mean, the phone call should have been, I apologise, I'm just going to deal with the customer. He didn't. He was still talking on his phone when he was trying to deal with me. He didn't know what company I worked for. The wagon's blue, it's got a big massive WS on top, but maybe if he weren't so distracted by the phone, maybe he would have been able to obtain the information he wanted. So yeah, I'm just waiting now. There's me and another one waiting in the yard here. I'm 30 minutes early anyway. It's not a big must. I mean, I'm early anyway, so I'm not really bothered. I'm going to put the postcard in now for the next drop. I'll see how far I am away. I banked on to being here till roughly around about 12 o'clock anyway. This is 5 pallets. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if they take a long time to take off 5 pallets, I'd be very scared. But I don't know, because I've never been here before. It's nice to do a new customer, and it's always nice to do the Heinz work rather than the W. No offense, I do like doing that side of the work. It just seems like when they're planning it from the site rather than from me travelling to. But you know what I mean? Just basically means I've got to be quicker in the future. So yeah, so I'm just waiting now for a bear. That's all I can do. I've got their paperwork here. I was sat on it. Nice and warm. I've not done the other one. I've already stopped for that. So yes, so all I can do now is wait. But I will show you now the bears, just to show you what's going on here. So this is the site I'm at, and as you can see, there's 2 trucks. No empty bears. Well, we'll wait. Time to have a nap. So we've just finished tipping in now at the DHL NHS Normanton site. Was a little bit of an interesting one. I think they've taken one too many pallets there, because I've got a gap. I've got too many gaps. I said to him, you sure you took five pallets, mate? He went, yep. Oh well. At the end of the day, I mean, all I can do now is continue to the next one. If that's the case, Heinz has loaded it quite badly, which I don't believe that. Heinz is normally on that. So there's 3 pallet spaces that, and I was trying to work it all out in my head. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure. I'm umming and ahhing about that one at present time. So we'll find out when we get over here. If it's wrong, it's wrong, and then I will obviously have to blame Bingy on this one. So we're on our way to our next place now in Amsall. Pontefract, sorry, around the corner. 16 miles. So let's get over here to the right hand side. Let's get up the road. I was in the wrong lane altogether, but yeah, I didn't. As you can see, I've still not got my sunglasses. My problem is that because when I finished work yesterday, I went to my girlfriend's. I had a shower. I had some clothes at her house, so I shoved them on, some nice jeans, a nice top, and we went out to watch a film. As you know, there you go, my phone says pal. But yeah, so we went watching a film and all the rest of it. So I think what we want is here on the left hand side. This is Booker's, and I think this is where we want. So let's go in, let's go and present ourselves to Booker's. Let's ask them if we're in the right place. I had a cheeky 15-minute break there on the industrial estate, but let's go and ask them. If this is not the right place, it's got to be next door at next, which doesn't sound right at all. So let's ask these if it's the right place or not. What do you reckon? I reckon no. So that's a good time. BRP stands for Booker's Repel Partners, I think he said, or Repector Partners or whatever. He said right to the end of the yard, hazards on, 10 miles per hour, we're doing 7. Turn right, and he said park up at right hand side or something. So let's try that. I'm hoping it's not like the other Bookers where you tried stealing me cookies. I'm not happy with that. I'll tell you what, I do like coming to here when the security gets in with as well. Do you know what I mean? From the first site when they were being a bit rude, and I'm not being horrible when I say that, you know what I mean, when they're trying to be rude about it, it's no need for it. But I didn't know there was a Bookers out here. So yeah, so how long will it take us to get back to Heinz from here? I'm hoping for roughly about 2 hours. I don't want to be back till roughly about 5:30 if I can get me on way. I still need to stop for a break, obviously. It's telling me I'm not wearing a seatbelt, don't worry about all that. He said turn right, and all drivers report to goods in. He said external parts are right, so we go the park up right, all drive spots good in. Let's drive to the very end. Let's see what's going to happen here. See what happens. So we're all booked in here at Booker's here at Amsall. I was a little bit, I went in officer said, am I early? Tell me go away. Because obviously, and he went, you are early, he said, but I won't send you away. I'm like, I'm early? So, well, what time are it due at R2? He tells me I'm going to be back at Hines at 20 to 3 right now. So they just told me to drive up to the White Line, which is what we're going to do. I'm not going to wear a seatbelt, I'm only driving about 3 or 4 foot forward. I didn't really go up to the White Line, but alright, never mind. Only because it's a little bit tight at the White Line, but yeah, we're just, so I said, we're just waiting now for them now to basically tell me to come and get it. And we'll get it all up on the bay. I've never been here before, so this should be interesting in the general bar. All we can do now is waiting it, so I think I might go back watching my Prime TV series. I'm watching Upload. If anyone's watching anything decent, please let me know. I don't really have Netflix. My girlfriend has it, so I can always steal hers, I guess. But if you are watching anything decent, let me know what you are watching, because I need something decent to watch. It's not been a bad day, to be honest with you. It's 2:45 right now, back at Hines. So if I had a break for an hour, that's 3:45. I don't want to be back. I was thinking I want to be done today for roughly about R6. You know, get the hours in I require. So yeah, so all I do now is just wait. I don't know yet if I'm going to use the toilet or not. Don't know. I don't know at all. Don't know. But yeah, we wait, we dance and we wait. Show off the WS brand. Oh, don't you just love it? So a bit of an update here. We're now done with Booker's. Well, I said done. It's been a bit of a mess up here because obviously I was in the queue to go in, and the forklifter were talking to one of the drivers who was in the queue behind me, and all I kept hearing him say, well, yeah drive, and I was just sat there playing on my phone like you do, because you know it's all you can possibly do when you sat in the queue. And he went, driver, and I went, he talked to me or he talked to him, and he went, you. He went, can you go on bay free? I went, yeah, because obviously he's in the middle, that's why he's shouting at me. So I went on the bay free, reversed back, opened all my curtains, he's took it all off. And there was another driver on the bay at the side of me on bay 2. And I said to him, so what's the procedure here? Where'd you park when you tipped? And he went, oh, you just drive back round and you join the queue. I said, yeah, no, thanks mate, thanks, I appreciate it. Because I've never been here before, I don't know the rules. So I've tipped, I've drove all the way around the site, parked back up in the queue. I've just been back at office. I said, is the paperwork ready for that? Because I came about 20 minutes after tipping, and he went, just sit on the bay and they'll bring the forklift out. I went, I've already gone off the bay, I've gone all the way around site. He went, why have you left the bay? I said, I'm just going off what another driver told me. I said, the driver told me. He went, no mate, you don't rejoin the queue. I was like, well, I don't know this. I've never been here before. Obviously there's been a bit of miscommunication there. I'm assuming one of the drivers was just having a bit of a giggle, and I'm assuming he's just, I'm hoping he's having a bit of a giggle. He's having a giggle at my expense there. I'm not bothered. I just said to him, I said, oh well, I'm at queue. I said, I'll rush. And he went, you shouldn't have ever left the bay. No one said anything to me. I didn't even know they'd even unloaded me, because I pulled the curtains all the way back, and I was just reading something on base, but I can't remember what I was reading. I was just reading something rubbish, and turned around and I'm like, oh, I've got an empty truck. They should have just said, stay there in your cab, drive, or bring your paperwork out. No one said anything. I've never been here before. I don't know what the procedures are. At A-Dock, you come off the bay, you park opposite, but here it's so tight you can't. So I don't really understand where all the confusion has happened here. It doesn't really matter, because technically I don't want to be back, like I said, till roughly, I don't want to finish today till about R6. I'm quite happy to finish at R6 today. Start at R7, R6 I'm quite happy. If I was to go right back now, it would be 5:20. He just went in there, I said, are we getting a bit paperwork? He went, half hour, no rush. So yep, all I can do now is chill and wait. He said, do you want me to tell me you ain't queue? I went, no. I said, I'll come back in about half hour. I mean, no, I don't want to leave here till about about 2:30, 3 o'clock anyway. He said it'd probably be that anyway. Alright. But we were tipped about 20 minutes ago, mate. Well, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I get paid by the hour, not paid by the job. So we're just chilling now, and I will just go back to watching my film, I guess. So that's it. We finally escaped Buckers. It was a bit confusing. The guy who brought my paperwork out, he said, "Why are you parked there?" I said, "Excuse me." I said, "I apologise." Explained the situation. I was told by another driver. He went, "That was your first mistake." I thought, well, it's not my mistake. I don't know where to park. I've never been before. But it doesn't matter. The problem got rectified. He brought my paperwork to me. And the paperwork says 2 o'clock, but it's 2:30. Oh well. Yeah. They're issued at 5 to 2. So unless I went in there about 2:05 though, and I said to the guy, "Is it ready?" He said, "No, not ready." I don't know, it doesn't matter, we've escaped. So all I've got to do now is just get back to Hines and we're done and dusted. If I go right back now, I'll be there between 5 to 3. So I'm gonna have a cheeky little 15-minute break in, and then I'll go and have a well, I've got to make a phone call really, but do you know what I mean? And then I'll go and have a break somewhere. There's no rush. So yeah, we're all good. And that's where we like to see it at the end of the day. So cool. So I arrived there about 12:30. I was on the bay by about 1, and I'm leaving out at 2:30. That's not too bad. Google reviews say you can be there for hours. The trucks that's in there now, if I'd have turned up now, I would have been in there for hours. It weren't due till now anyway. Been cheeky early, doesn't matter. Like I said, I've got a phone call to do now, so anyway, so I'm gonna do my phone call. My girlfriend's off today, you see, that's why. And then obviously and then we'll make our back to Wigan. I'll see you tomorrow. So it's a good morning from me. I'm not happy. I got absolutely drenched. This is the weather outside at current time. It is absolutely levering it down. I've done the vehicle checks in the rain like an idiot. But yeah, managed to do them, but I'm absolutely dripping wet. So today should be an interesting day today. I've got a Morrison at Wakefield to do. Back here, and I got a Tipton, which I said, "Tipton down near Birmingham?" I went, "Yeah." Okay, that's a bit of a, to me that's a bit of a weird one, because at the end of the day I kind of thought, you know, but we're not gonna moan. We should be all right. I've got a nice early start today. One of the questions I was asked via social media was, "Do I like an early start?" Oh yes. Oh yes, I do. I do prefer an early start. Like today, I've started at 6 o'clock today, and you know, like yesterday I started at 7:30, but today I've started at 6 because today I should be done for roughly around about 6, 7 o'clock. I got the hours in really. So yeah, so I've got the paperwork. That's a good sign. That's one thing down. I'm gonna have to put my car keys out of my pocket. My kids took me to my kids went to Paris a couple months ago, and they got me an Apple Tower. Always digs in my leg, that one. But yeah, so I've got absolutely drenched just doing my vehicle checks. My poor door, look at my poor door. Ooh, that's it, you see. But yeah, so we can finally make our way to Wakefield. Get this off. Get back here. I've even brought some sunglasses. Do you know what, mate? Do you know what really annoys me more though? I was told it's going to rain all day today as well. And I got a waterproof jacket back in my flat. I never learn. So, let's crack on to Wakefield. We've just done the vehicle checks. I'm quite happy. I just need to do them now via the app, and then we're charged at Wakefield. There was one, when I said I did the vehicle checks, there was one bit of lights I didn't check. Registration plate. This is why I like to do the visuals, because I'd already checked it. Do you know what? I've told myself twice, go and get your registration plate, go and get your registration plate. Let's go and get that. These are in our trucks, I don't know why. And it's a good thing, this. The lads stick them just on the ladders there in every truck. I've kind of kept that trend going. I will now double check everything now. So yeah, check all the wheels. Yeah, I'll do them again as I walk back round the vehicle in the dripping down rain. You can see I've got the baseball cap on, but it's raining. I don't want to get my hair wet. Oh, why does everything feel like it's harder in the rain? So yeah, I've done all the vehicle checks. But I told myself 3 times, go and get that, go and get that, get that. But there were one, like I said, I didn't check, and I've just switched them on. As I met my old friend, DBR, it comes with the beacons. I have to check the beacons, they're there, they have to be checked to see if they're working. They're working absolutely spectacular, as you can see. So all I need to do now is re-walk the vehicle checks, which I'll do off camera, and let's get out of there. I don't know why, but it always feels like it's colder when it's raining, and it always feels like you're walking around forever in the rain. I'm absolutely drenched, but this needs to be checked. I want to be safe to drive this vehicle on the road, and I want to go home at the end of the day knowing that the fact is I didn't injure anyone. So let's do another vehicle check. Let's get out of here. So where we are now as we leave a very wet and gloomy Wigan today. Wow. Wow, that's all I'm gonna say. It's yeah, it's weird seeing the rain in the morning. I've even got all my lights on, which is weird again. I always feel like it's always a lot colder as well when it rains. Let me know in the comments if anyone else feels like that. It's gonna be one of those days today. I can just feel it. Right now, we're gonna be at Wakefield for 20 past 8. I was hoping to be there for about 8 o'clock, but can't obviously get it there on time the way I wanted to get it there. 65 plates old Scania. I tell you what I did see yesterday, and I wish I got it on camera. I just didn't have my phone, so I saw an MREG ERF on the M62 yesterday, going towards Bradford, I think it was. And I thought, wow, no, you don't see many of them. So yeah, so this should be a nice little run over to Wakefield. My problem will be when I get to Morrison's at Wakefield. Now, I've been to Morrison's Wakefield many times. This is a hit and miss. I've been there. I've not been there this year, so that's so I can't really judge it on what this year looks like. But last year when I did it with ESL, I was in there for roughly about an hour and a half. Which, if that's the case today, I should be leaving there then for about 10 o'clock. Means I won't be back over here then until about 11:30. Whoa, where did that come from? All the rain came off the tree then. So let's get over to Wakefield. Let's see what's going on. You don't want to hear me waffle. I thought that was 3 dogs just walking. I thought that was just 3 dogs there walking without no one, but yeah, there's. Oh, the joys, the joys. All my windows are steaming up as well. Lovely. I'll see you at Wakefield. And now as we approach Wakefield, but do the Morrisons. We want goods in, so we don't go to the. I mean, obviously last time I was here, I brought a truckload over. It's been very busy on the way over. A bit later than I thought. I was going to be there for about 20 past 8, but it wasn't. I was going to be there for Pingy. But yeah, other than that, I just need to sort out one of my clips. It's just come undone. I will sort that out just before we go into Morrison's as well. Well, obviously getting this left lane now as we go around the corner towards Morrison's at Wakefield. See what we're putting up with when we get here. Yeah, the rain is still on. It's not as heavy over here as it was in Wigan. I keep, you know what I mean, and I kind of like obviously nothing. So I keep like turning my wipers off because I feel like it's going to stop, and then I'll turn it back on. So I just leave them on now just enough to say, just wipe them over every once in a blue moon. But yeah, it wasn't as bad as Wigan. As you can see, the skies, it's full of rain as well, like mad. So it's just a matter now of getting down this road, getting into Morrison's, getting this off, getting back. I'm hoping to be back in the yard and leaving before 12 o'clock. That's what I'm hoping for. Hopes and dreams. That's what I was thinking about. Because all I kept thinking to myself was, I don't see it possible. Due to the nature being, I've just got a really bad feeling. Every time I've been in Wakefield, even delivering for ESL, we had a bloody contract. It was you was in there for well over 2 hours sometimes. So I'm hoping that tradition today is going to break. So as you can see now, we're approaching the roundabout. You can see there, Wakefield 41 Industrial Park. So here we come now. We will play our left indicator on in a minute. Around the corner, maybe to the right lane, turn right into Morrison's, and then we'll present this. I am kind of hoping to sort that out, but yeah, I just need to pull up a minute and sort some out outside the truck. Let's just get around this corner, move into the right lane, show everyone that we're going into that right lane. There we go. So yeah, as I said, it was quite extremely busy around the M60. Always busy at this time in the morning. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. It'll be even worse now. 75 plate bin truck. Let me know in the comments what you think about the new bin trucks that are on the floor. I don't want to be rude here, but no. If I had a choice, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't drive one. But I don't think I want to be a bin truck driver anytime soon. Let's go around this bend here. Let's get it up here. Let's get in here. Let's see what's going on. I'm just going to pull up here behind the A&M truck here a minute. So let's just put my hazards on here as I'm going to pull up. Just why I obviously just sort some out outside the vehicle. 2 seconds. Right, here we go now as we're going into Wakefield. Oh, as we follow one of the Morrison lads in. And let's see what happens when I get here. It's been a while since I've been here, so let's go on to the site, let's get started. So a bit of an update. We're here at Morrison's at Wakefield, and it's slammed. There's about 3 trucks here queuing on the main road here just to get in here. So all I can do now is wait. This is not what I wanted to hear. I wanted to be back at Heinz for roughly around about 12 o'clock. If it gets late, then I'll just have to phone Heinz and say, listen, I'm not going to Tipton. It's not me being a bum on that one. It's just the fact is, you know what I mean, Tipton's not, it's not right corner, no offence towards no one, but Tipton really isn't right corner. If I'm not leaving Heinz for roughly about 12 o'clock, there's not much I can really do about it. So all we can do now is wait. Oh, we're moving up, we're moving up, we're moving up. Right, we're there. You have to be very careful at Morrison's because there's a yellow box that Mr. Storbites didn't want to park on. So let's park right about here, just before the yellow box. That gets me up it. And all we do now is we just wait and we move forward a truck length. It seems like they're chucking them out, which is a good sign. You know what I mean? So we're here at 8:40, 4 minutes in, and 1 truck's already coming out now, and like one's just turned the corner. My problem is that we're around parts here, and I'll show you in a minute. There's a truck in front of me, there's a truck around the corner, and then as you go around, there's another 4 spaces. So there's roughly about 6 trucks in front of me. There's not much I can do about it, but wait. Oh, joys of waiting. As you can see, there's a truck there. There's a truck that's been unloaded down on the corner, and you got, I think it's Cam Tools and Shelby's one there. But yeah, as you can see, all the Morrison lads are leaving, and I'm parked just in front of the yellow box. As you can see, nothing there. Oh, we've just got the confirmation from the office. Pull out. Apparently it's going to take too long. I've still got 4 wagons in front of me. I was technically about there's another truck in front of me now. So yeah, pull out basically. Oh well, do you know what I mean? Screw it, right, that's what they want. Let's get out of here, let's go. So that's us now leaving the Wakefield area. Let this truck out, come on, come on. What a shame, I mean, like I said, I was 2 trucks. There were 2 more trucks to be unloaded and then I would be allowed to go on a bay. But I've got to get down to Tipton. Obviously, if we stay there all day, the Tipton then obviously fails, and it has like a domino effect. We just follow what the order and what the office says. If they say pull out, mate, I pull out, because obviously technically I'm going to be back at Hines at midday now, and then I've got a Tipton to do, which is a bit of a far out reach to do. But at the end of the day, if the company wants me to pull out, guess what? We pull out. They're paying my wages at the end of the day. I'm not paying my wages, they're paying them. So I'm going to make it back to Hines, and then we can get down to Tipton. I've no idea where I'm going in Tipton. I could have the dead same situation, to be honest with you, but that was a little bit unusual for me. I've never actually been to York, because we was only there roughly around about, I was due at 9:20. It's only 10:25. In an hour there were 2 trucks. It were better than the 10 that was in front of me at one point, but I'm assuming you know, if we waited, you'll be talking like, I mean, I was banking on like 15 minutes per wagon, 15 with the 6. You get what I mean? It starts mounting up at the end of the day. I respect what's gone on. I just kind of think, but that's got nothing to do with me again. Like I said, it's not my load. You know what I mean? I'm just a driver in the driving seat. So let's get this back to Wakefield. Let's go back this Wakefield. Let's get this back to Hines, and then I can get on with my second job in general. So I will see you back at Wigan. Here we are now as we approach Wigan with the full load from Morrison's at Wakefield. It's a little bit later than I was predicting. It is precisely 12:25, a bit later than I wanted to do. I've got to go to Tipton next, so it's just a matter of now getting this off, getting Tipton on. So I'm glad in some sense they pulled me out, because if not, the Tipton wouldn't have happened. So all we got to do now, like I said, just to do the switcheroo, and we get down the road. I've realistically got to be at Tipton. It's due at 3, so I don't want to be there any later than 3 o'clock. As long as it's only about 2 hours down the road, I should be fine by leaving before 1. So it's it's nice to go down this road and not hear bleep 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 bleep. Do you know what I mean? Up the 25, because like now I'm doing 20 miles per hour, but that thing was still bleep 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 at me yesterday. Didn't understand it. But yeah, so as you can see, the Hines building is just in front of us now, into the yard. Let's get this trailer off, get it dropped, and then we'll see where the next one is. I've no idea where in Tipton. I'm hoping it's not the south of Tipton. I'm hoping it's the north, because I really do want to be finishing between 6-7 o'clock tonight. So I've got 6-7 hours left to get down to Tipton, get it tipped and get back. So let's just see what happens. As you can see, there is a maritime in front of me. It was causing so much mayhem on the traffic lights, this driver. He parked in the left lane but wanted to turn right, and then refused to move out. So let's go and get the next one on. See you soon. So we've just loaded up now with our next trailer for Spa at Tipton. I've never been here before, so that should be a new one for me. I've got trailer number 236, sorry. It's a full load. Very shocking. So yes, I'm due there at 3 o'clock. The sat nav says roughly about 2 hours to there. It's about 12-ish, 25 to 1, quarter to 1, something in that area. I still need to do the checks via the app, then we can finally get down the road. I need to go and weigh out the trailer, obviously, and then we'll get down the road, just making sure if you can see there, my clip is in place. As you can see, always double checking that. What do you think of the new sunglasses? Smart or what? Get my girlfriend bought them off eBay, 3 packs for 11 quid, so I'm going to keep one in my bag permanently and the other 2 in my car. Because my kids, on Sunday, I bought them brand spanking new sunglasses. They cost me like 15 quid, I think they cost me, because they Apple on proper ones. I'm always leaving them in the bedrooms. And obviously, because I left mine in my front of my bag because I went out on Sunday, and no, my daughter's gone. But the good news, she's messaged me today. She passed the GCSEs that she was hoping she can start college in September. Proper proud moment that. So let's get down to Tipton. It should be interesting. So for the second time and for the last time today, we are leaving Wigan to go to Tipton. This should be interesting. I'm due there at 3 o'clock. It tells me right now I can make it there for 3 o'clock, dead on the dot. As long as there's no traffic. I'm going to go for it as well. It's only an hour and 55 minutes, which is not bad, that. So I have a big idea for where this place is, but I'm not 1,000,000% up on it, to be honest. And I've never been in my life, so that's new. I'm only weighing at 40 tonne, so that's not too bad for today. I was heavier earlier. I was at 42 when I went to Morrison's, but I've got more pallets on this time. This is a full load for co-op, or Spa, sorry, at Tipton. I said co-op in the last one. Then I'm just having a moment. Let's get the speed down to 20 here. There we go. I'm hoping that this is going to be an in and out. I know that sounds nasty, but I don't actually want to be here longer than an hour. But like I said, I've never been to this co-op spa. I keep saying co-op. This spa at Tipton. I've never been here before. I don't know any reviews. I haven't read any on the Google Maps. I've just looked it up on the sat nav and just gone for it. Let the car go because he's in the right. Let him go first. You didn't have to say thank you, but okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this shouldn't be too bad. I've had my dinner as well. I've had a little bit of a snack, and my only problem is that I can make it there, but then I need a break. So I'm hoping there's a room in the yard for me to have a break. But again, it's not down to me that. They need to really trim back some of these trees a lot because, oh, there you go, just had my mirror pulled in. Let me just sort that out. So I've just sorted out my wind mirror because as I went past one of those buses now, it pushed it in, which is fine. We stopped safely, the road was straight, everything could overtake me, no one beat at me, so I know no one was on Alfie. No one was unsafe to overtake me, so I know that was alright. So right now, we've just got to keep going. Let's just keep going. It still says 3 o'clock with a minute delay, but like I said, I'm going to go for it to try and get there on time. I've done some number crunching. I should have about 40 minutes, so if I get away from this place I might be able to go and park around near Wednesbury, because I think that's where it is, just the top end of the M5. It's not somewhere I would have liked to have gone at 3 o'clock, or you know what I mean, but again, doesn't matter, we should be there on time. So let's get down there, see you there. Here we are now, we approach Spa at Tipton. I don't know why I thought Apex then. Apparently it's just here on left hand side up ahead there's a road called Goulds Hill Way. Google Maps said as soon as you go on that road it's right to the very top. So let's get on there, let's get in. I'm a little bit later than I said. The M6 was absolutely battered. No favourite, the M6. You gotta love the M6, don't you? So apparently it's just over the next couple of bends and we're there. Right, so apparently it's around this next bend and at Toppet Road. Now I can't see it now, but apparently it's meant to be quite easy to be found this. So straight onto Tipton Road, straight into the yard. They're expecting us at 3:30. They knew I was going to be a bit late. I thought, well, that was, you know, a bit cheeky. You know what I mean? I'm really that predictable. They knew I was going to be late, but oh well. At the end of the day, it couldn't be helped. The Wakefield really did mash us. I'm kind of glad we got pulled out now. Imagine if we'd have had to wait, this would have failed or some on those lines. So like I said, we're going to turn left onto this road right here. Here is this one here, Goulds Hill Road, this one right here. So let's just borrow some of this right lane up here as I go up here. Everyone's going to have to excuse me a little bit. And then it's just up here apparently, right here to the top of the road. Let's not run over the people. You can see people coming down the road. And also another Arctic wagon. Back into him, and apparently what I want is at the top. So apparently what I want is here on the left. Excuse me. Right, here we go, Blakemore. What I want. Let's get in here. Let's go and present ourselves. Let's hope. Oh, it's on the back door tip as well, I think. Let's put ourselves in front of that bay there, right in front of us, and then let's take it from there. Oh, he's come to me now. Spa now, as you can see, the curtains are all open, ready to take, and it's just started raining. Oh, lovely. So we've just finished tipping here now at the spa. Oh my god, I've just got absolutely drenched. I'm absolutely drenched from head to toe here. He unloaded the left side of the vehicle and all this side were open. He said, can you do me a favour? I said, Jason, can you close this side up? So I did. And when we got round to this side and they opened it up, it just hit all his stock. I mean, if only he had the facility to take it off here the back door. But it looks like this is kind of a permanent setup because you put it in the cones. But yeah, so that is it. We're finally done on the video. He just said, can you give us 20 minutes? I'm like, mate, take as long as you want. There's no rushing out of here. It is a bedlam all the way back to Wines. So all I got to do is drive through that gate right there and go home. Thank you so much for watching. And I got drenched. This is just the way we want it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos, and I hope to see you on the next one. Shall we up? Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget your comments and all your questions. See you next time.